14 to the Silver Creek Dragons. It'll be Musketeer ball here to start the second quarter. On the floor for the Musketeers, they're going Edwin, Temple, Batt, Gibson, and Cherry. Cherry gets it, comes to the middle, little 12-foot fall away, rolls around, no good, rebounded by number 33. That's Davison. He gives it up to number 2, Oliver. He brings it on the right side off the dribble, travels. We're going to get him for it, so it'll be turnover on the Dragons. Gives it back to the Musketeers. Got Henderson, Dagger, Oliver, Davison, and Hoffman on the floor for the Dragons. Into Temple now. Gets a little 2-2-1 press. Goes to Gibson on the left side. Ball's batted up and turned over. Picked up by Davison. Ball still being loose. Picked up again. Now he's looking for help. Davison looking. Stolen away by Bannon. He slows it up now. Gives it to Temple. Temple going to walk it up. Gets the offensive call from Coach Weatherford. Here comes Temple. Goes to the left side. Goes Bannon now. Slides it down. Goes inside to Cherry. Cherry goes to work. Pulls up for a jumper. No good again. Rebound Temple. Temple goes to work. Goes up and got it. Good work there by Temple. Yeah. So here comes Henderson now on the left side. Looks to drive on Bannon. Goes up. Blocked by Bannon. They're going to get him for a foul.
I don't know about that when they were saying he'd come down on him, but
yeah,
it didn't really look like it to me.
Pretty good defense there. But anyway, they call a foul. 16-16 with 7:02 to go here in the first half, and Henderson's going to step to the line and shoot 2.
Really haven't shot the ball well to start off.
No, they're very quick and aggressive. First one's no good. Checking in now for Hoffman is number 22, Wheeler. And Wheeler's really pushed Cherry out them last 2 possessions.
Yeah,
forced him to shoot a fadeaway 13, 14-foot jump shot.
Yeah.
Second one's up and short as well. Rebound Cherry gives it to Temple now. Temple up ahead to Edwin. Edwin looks, throws it away. There's Wheeler with it. He gives it off to number 2, Oliver. He's going to walk it across now.
He's too big a hurry.
Yeah, we don't want this to be a track meet. Over to the left side, number 33, Davis. He's looking. Goes to the top, number 10, Dagger. Dagger goes over to number 2, Oliver. Oliver off the ball screen, looks, nothing there. Kicks out to number 33, Davison. He loses it. Picked up by Edwin. He's on the run now. Comes down the right side. Nobody stopping ball. He looks for help. Sends it over to Temple. Temple on the drive now. Back out to Edwin on the right side. Still looking for Cherry. Nothing. Skips it over to Gibson on the left side now. He comes back to Edwin at the top. Going to reset now. Goes to Temple on the right side. Goes inside to Cherry, and we're going to get a foul call on the Dragons. I believe that'll be on Davison. Yep, Davison. That'll be their team 6, his first. Number 30 checks in for Davison. That's Burton. And number 0, Garrison, checks in for, who he got? Oh, Henderson. Edwin to trigger it in. Throws it to Gibson, and there's going to be a foul on Oliver. So that'll send Gibson to the line to shoot a 1-on-1, where that'll be their 17th foul.
And then talking about the play before there where they fouled Jacob, their team's going to do that. They're going to try to push him out of the lane, get into lower half, especially, he has a height advantage in everybody he plays, so that's about what you can do with Jacob. You've got to, fight back a little bit. Don't let the other team push him out of the spot there.
So Gibson to the line for 1-on-1. First one's up and no good. He's rebounded by number 10, Dagger. He comes down the floor, being guarded by Gibson. Crosses him over, goes down the lane, no good. Offensive rebound, no good on the putback. Number 0, Garnett goes up, gives it to Wheeler, no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to go to the Musketeers. Got to do a better job of boxing out, Shane.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're just, they're out hustling us right now. They're more aggressive,
So, Caden Anderson checking in for Gibson now. We're going to have a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by the Dragons. We'll just stay right here with you. Going back to you talking about Cherry, teams that had success against him has really been physical and pushed him out. When teams allow him to do what he wants, he's had a lot of success. He's got to overcome that.
Yeah, That's what you want to do with somebody at 6'11". You can get them further off the block, it makes it more difficult. I mean, let them have the block, and, they can turn either left side or right side. They're right there. So, and, most teams ain't going to have that height. I know they got a 6'6" kid, but at the same time, it looks like right now they're going to somebody smaller, and he's done a pretty good job pushing Jerry out of the lane. So they're going to be physical, and most teams are with him. And Silver Creek plays physical anyway. They reach a lot, they push on you and stuff, so you just got to play through that.
Here's Edwin with it. This is the Temple, back to Edwin now. He takes up the left side, comes back over the right side of Temple. He goes back to Edwin now as he crosses the 10-second line, gives it back now to Temple, sets the offense up. Goes to Edwin on the left side now, comes back to Temple at the top, he looks, goes over to Anderson. Anderson looks, nothing there, comes back to Edwin at the top. Musketeers showing good patience here on this offensive possession. Goes to Cherry now at the 3-point line on the left side. Comes back to Bannon at the top. Anderson pops out. He's going to let 3 go from the left wing. No good. Yancey Edwin gets it. And he's found and gets the bucket to go.
Good rebound by Yancey, put back there. Difficult shot he put back up, but he hit it. Kind of third up behind his head. Yeah, out of glass.
So Garrett with the foul. That'll be his second teammate. Yancey going to have an opportunity for a 3-point play here. Free throws up and no good. Struggled at the line so far. 18-16 with 15 to go here in the first half. Musketeer lead. Here's the ball. Goes over to Oliver now. He's on the left wing. Looks for somebody. Comes back to top. Goes to number 10, Dagger. Looking for a ball screen. Gets it. Drives. Nothing there. Kicks it to Oliver. Should have been out of bounds. No call. Now he's going to drive, and we're going to get a call. I believe they're going to get Temple on a block.
Okay. Official called that from the half-court line.
Yeah. That'll be KT's first. Team fifth is now as Hoffman checks in. And number 12, Roberts checks in. Oliver and Willard check out. Ball's in at the top. Long 3, and no good. Rebounded by Cherry. He gives it off to Temple. Temple up the right side on the run. Look at, comes off the ball screen, kicks it to Yancey now. He's got it at the top, calling out a play. Looks, goes to Cherry on the right wing. He's going to let 3 go. No good.
You really don't think that shot was
that's not a shot we want.
He wasn't patient at all. You got to make a play deep, patient.
So here's Roberts with it. Got the ball dribbling at the top on the left side. Goes to the right side to number 10, Dagger. He goes back to Roberts. Ball's deflected. Temple with it. Steals it. He's going to go up for a layup and lays it in.
Good defense by KT.
Well, we're going to have a timeout now.
KT's long like that.
Yeah.
He does a really good job of getting in passing lanes.
So I believe that'll be another Silver Creek 30-second timeout as the Musketeers have stretched this out to a 20-16 lead. 4:11 to go here in the first half. It hasn't been much scoring, but we've held them scoreless this quarter so far, Shane.
Done a little bit better job there on defense. We were letting them get to the basket for that first quarter, and I think we've done a better job in the second to do that.
Yeah, and their last 2 possessions, Coach Hoffman can't be happy, right? You shoot a 23-footer. And then you come down and you turn it over next possession. So, and I believe it's the Roberts kid that's just coming back from a, ACL injury. So, he hasn't got into the rotation 100% yet. So,
right.
So, on the floor for the Musketeers, it'll be Bannock, Edwin, Anderson, Temple, and Cherry. Here comes Burton across the timeline. He goes to Roberts now. Comes back over to Burton on the left side. He looks to drive, nothing there. Still with it, still dribbling, looks for help, hands it back off to Roberts now. Roberts sets him up again. Looking for a screen, nothing there. Temple doing a nice job on him. Here's Burton with it. He's looking to drive. Spins, pulls up for a 12-footer, and rattles it home.
That was a tough shot. We played good defense there.
Yeah, that's one of them good defense, better offense. Throws it up to Cherry ahead on the left side to break the press. Now he gives it back to Temple. Temple goes to Anderson on the left side, looking inside. He's got to give it to him. They're going to bring a double, comes back out to Anderson. Anderson looks to drive. Nothing there. Kicks it out to Yancey now. Yancey with it. This guy's where he wants them now. Directing traffic. Goes to Temple on the right side. Temple on the drive, and no good. And we're going to get a foul call, and I don't know who it's against. I believe it is on number 0, Garrison. That'll be, I believe, his third.
Shooting. You know, Mikey, man, we got the ball down to Jacob, and they sent the guy outside the court. Basically, it almost was triple team. That guy who's, you know, on our Eastern guy, you know, he needs to make himself available, open.
So free throw, no good by Temple. So here comes the Dragons. Burton with it now. 3 minutes to go. Burton on the drive, and he's going to lay it in. Into Temple now. We got a tie ball game at 20 with 3 minutes to go in the half. Here's Bannon with it now. Goes over to Temple. Goes to Anderson. Back to Temple. Temple fakes, looks to drive, kicks it out to Edwin. Edwin's going to let 3 go. No good. So here comes number 33, Davidson. He's up to Roberts now. He loses the handle, pulls up for a 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Cherry. Cherry with it to Anderson. He hands it off to Edwin.
Take our time here and get a good shot.
Yeah, they got a little momentum after the timeout here. Here's Temple with it. Get guys, goes to Anderson now. Anderson comes back to the top with it. Looks, go to Yancey. Goes to Bannon, go inside to Cherry, back to Bannon. Bannon's going to let 3 go from the left wing. It's long, no good. Rebound by Roberts. Roberts with it. Ball batted, pick back up. There's Roberts with it. He's going to let 3 go from the top. No good. Offensive rebound, Hoffman. Hoffman misses it, gets his own rebound, blocks again, and they're going to get Cherry for a foul.
I mean, there was a little contact there, but, you know, you've had contact the whole game. And, again, referee's calling from the half court.
Right.
The guy underneath the basket's not at all.
And I think he's initiating the contact by lowering his shoulder, trying to, get space. But anyway, Hoffman will go to the line for 2. First one's up and good.
Yeah, that's a play. I mean, keep playing. If you're not going to, call him for a charge, you can't call for a block.
Yeah, I agree. So a 5-0 run right now for the Dragons to stretch their lead up to now a 1-point lead, 21-20. Try to make it 22-20. Second free throw is up and good. So Dragons are going to stay in this pressure. Here's Bannon with it. Turns it over. There's Burton with it, and he gets fouled by Bannon. And now Burton will go to the line. So last few minutes here, the Musketeers have kind of fell apart. Turnovers, bad shot. So Burton will step the line for 2 free throws. Try to stretch his 2-point lead out.
You know, we haven't scored coming out of that timeout.
First one's up and it's short. So they'll have one more. That'll be Cody's second foul.
You know, sometimes, especially happening in JV games, you get so much in a hurry trying to get the ball.
Right.
That's plenty of time.
Second was good, 23-20. Into Temple now. Temple looks, goes back to Edwin. Edwin looks, goes up to Bannon. Bannon skips it over to Temple now. Temple on the drive, going to go in the left hand and got it.
I think he's playing well.
So 23-22, here comes the Dragons. Here's Burton with it. On the left wing with the dribble. Goes back to the top, goes to number 10, Staggers. Goes back out to Oliver. Oliver looks to drive, gets a bump, goes up with it, and rolls it in.
That's a third or fourth time they've made a tough shot right in the lane.
So here's Edwin with it. Brooks throws ahead to Anderson. Back to Bannon. He's going to let 3 go. No good.
Too fast.
It's going to stay with the Musketeers.
Way too fast there. I mean, I know he was open, but it was just.
You're getting ready to shoot 2 free throws every foul. We got to get to the line.
Take it to the basket. Exactly. I mean, get a 3-pointer anytime in your offense.
Right.
Run it long enough.
Gibson in for Anderson for the Musketeers, number 14, who's not on the roster. I'm going to say that's Springler checked in for the Dragons for Burton. Throws it up to Cherry. Throws behind him. No good. Picked up by Hoffman. Up to Dagger. He's going to let 3 go. He got it. Here's Temple with it. They've stretched out to a 6-point lead. Gives it to Gibson. Gibson looks, throws it over to Batt. Goes to Cherry. Cherry's going to let another 3 go. Rebound by Temple. Temple's going to let 3 go. No good. Spinning threes. Here comes the Dragons up to number 33, Davidson. He crosses over, drives baseline, tipped out of bounds by Edlin.
He's now scored 12 to 2 since that timeout, Mike.
Yep. It's just a combination of shot selection and turnovers. Yeah. Arden checks back in. Here comes Burton to check back in as well. And he'll check in for Davidson. We got to get a stop here and try to get a score going into the half. Stop it bleeding a little bit. Momentum. Burton throws it into Oliver. Oliver, I'm sure the Dragons are going to be content to take the final shot here. Go into the half with either a 6 or better lead. Here's Oliver. He goes over to the right side. Back to Oliver now. Comes over here to Burton. Burton now back to Oliver.
We're in a zone here.
Let's see if Coach switches the man here late. Now Burton with it, back to Oliver. So here comes Oliver. Look for a screen. Goes to Burton. He's going to let 3 go. No good. Rebound by Batt. So at the half, the Musketeers trail 28-22 to the Silver Creek Dragons. We'll get a break from our sponsors here at the half. This is Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by Wslm Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and our weekly look at all things IHSAA related. And Paul, as we head into this 2023 academic year and calendar year, we look back at a great 2022 during COVID. Lots of things accomplished. Fans were back. The excitement was high. Had some tremendous tournaments. And, those of us in this business, in the sports world, especially in the high school ranks, have a lot to be thankful for as we look forward to 2023.
Oh, absolutely, Coach. And, I tried to, I read a little piece written by my grandfather a while back, and it was about reflection and a little more kindness in this world. And, if that was the case, think of what a wonderful place it would be. And, it got me thinking about the things that I'm thankful for. And, I'm thankful that sports matter in the state of Indiana. Thankful that coaches and teachers still spend their time in the eye of the public working with students, often highly criticized. I'm thankful for sportscasters such as yourself that care about the game and want to promote it in a positive light, and games, all of them. And so, it's just that time of year that you're right. We had an incredible 2022, but man, 2023 is going to be a banner year also.
And the beauty of what you do is that you're on the front line. And I don't think teachers and coaches understand fully, maybe they never will, the incredible impact you have on the kids that play for you, part of your community and all that. I was reminded of this literally yesterday when I did an IUPUI game, and 2 of my former players were there at the game, and we spoke for an hour. My wife calls and goes, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm still talking to Greg and Tim." And she's going, "It's not like you're not going to see these guys." I said, "You don't understand. We're talking about some really good stuff. Even these are members of your family, and for them to take time to care about me and others and reminisce on great times, it just gives you that great feeling."
It does, Coach, and you never think for a minute that what you do doesn't matter as a coach and a mentor. And
Right.
yeah, I would be willing to think that those two young men, they came back and they still probably first thing they called you was coach, and they're still looking for some guidance as they walk through life and listening to the lessons that you talked to them. And I'm sure there was a story in there about something that you did along the way in their life that was still memorable for them today.
I'm not proud of some of those stories they brought up, but they were fun. The other thing, too, how you look at this new year, time flies when you're in the sports world. I mean, it absolutely flies by. I'm sitting here looking at the calendar knowing that the girls' basketball pairing show comes up on January the 22nd. We're that close to ready to let everybody know who's going to be playing who on the girls' side.
Oh, absolutely. It's right around the corner. And Assistant Commissioner Ulmer has been working diligently on their tournament. I know she was out all during break watching the games. And, it's time. It's time. The winter tune-up, the Christmas break tune-up has been completed. Coaches should have all their tricks in the game already this year. And now they're just waiting to see if all those plans and practice times comes to fruition and results in championships. A championship can be anything along the way. There's always small wins, and maybe a sectional win is probably what the team is capable of, and if that's what they win, that's their championship for that year. And so it's going to be an exciting time, and girls tournament's right around the corner. We've got a few twists for our fans this year too, so hopefully they enjoy those also.
Yeah, at a later date we'll talk about those twists because it'll be a different look for everyone. I think there's clearly a lot of anticipation on an upgraded tournament format. With the constraints of time, we don't have the time to talk about it, but we will talk about it, which adds even more to this upcoming tournament.
Absolutely, Coach. I think we'll talk about it in depth. I think the fans are really going to like it. And, it's still going to respect the traditional two-game day that our tournament has been known for many, many years. But I think it's going to be really exciting. Thanks for listening to the Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
The Martin Store in Martinsburg is your local Mohawk authorized cover dealer. It's scalping prices. Save you cash on the latest styles, colors, and textures by America's #1 carpet company. Come see us today to scout out the low prices and amazing selection of premium Mohawk carpet featuring today's most advanced stain-free fibers and a rainbow of designer colors. You won't need a reservation or much welcome to take a ride on in today to Billy Martin Store. We offer free home and business estimates, professional installation by our own installers, easy in-store financing, 6 months, same as cash. So if you're building a new home or just replacing your present floor covering, see Janice or myself for all of your home decorating ideas. That's at Billy Martin Store in downtown Martinsburg, or give us a call at 967-3997, and we'll be glad to help you.
Do you dread the alarm clock? Do you feel like you haven't slept when you hit the snooze? Do others complain about your snoring? Treating adults, children, and teens, Dr. Emily Servant with Schneck Sleep Medicine is specially trained to help you get the most restful sleep possible. Snoring, restless legs, sleep apnea, night terrors, insomnia, all common signs of a sleep disorder. If you think you have a sleep problem, talk to your physician about a referral to Schneck Sleep Medicine. Schneck Sleep Medicine, schneckmed.org.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWow. Guarding your hunger at the step, we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside your golden delicious fries. I am always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D's sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Keep playing.
Keep going. And keep moving with the exceptional orthopedic care at Baptist Health. With an experienced team and a full line of advanced services and procedures, it's no wonder most people choose Baptist to help them keep on keeping on. Visit BaptistHealth.com/ortho to find a Baptist Health provider.
Things change. Insurance should too. Jason can help to see if you're covered for life's constant changes. Call Jason Bettmeyer, your Washington County agent, at 812-883-2995 or visit informbureau.com.
Stevie Motzinger here with Eddie Gilstrap Motors, cheering on our black and gold. Go Lions. Wouldn't it be great to find a dealer that puts their customer satisfaction over their profits? Well, you have. Eddie Gilstrap Motors in Salem, Indiana has been your hometown Ford dealership for over 80 years. No hassle, no pressure, and ranked in the top 6% nationwide for customer service. Specializing in Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Eddie Gilstrap Motors is your one-stop shop for your sales, service, and auto body repair needs. Visit us today at EddieGilstrapMotors.com or come see us at 207 South Main Street, downtown Salem, Indiana.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, that'll you.
All right, welcome back here to the half at Silver Creek High School as the Musketeers found themselves down 6, 28-22. Got about a minute and a half here to go in the half. Shane, I think it's pretty simple for us. Shot selection and take care of the basketball. 100%. Coming out of that, Silver Creek coming out of that last timeout they had, they really turned it around, was more aggressive. Forced us in, well, I wouldn't say forced us, but we took some bad shots. A lot of threes instead of being patient, and, they're aggressive. They're going to be aggressive the whole game, whether if they're playing really well or not. They're going to be physically aggressive, and, that's effectiveness, I think.
I agree. And, they bring kids in and out, not saying we're not in shape, ready to go, but they've been fresh. And I think to your point earlier about pushing Jacob out, they've almost made him a perimeter player.
Yeah, they have.
So, I'm sure the message at the half was, we've got to, establish Jacob early here in this half. I believe it will be Silver Creek basketball to start the half. So,
Jacob needs to do a little bit more, better job of trying to post up. It's, trying to get, when he does try to post up, get lower, further down towards the basket. That way, if they do push him out a little bit, he's getting the ball on the block. Just little tricks like that. Because he knows he's going to get pushed out. So you've got to play smarter. Try to force your way into getting that ball where you want to get the ball. Right now, they're forcing him away from the basket.
Yeah, and the other thing with that is, and I'll add to that is, our guards got to do a better job is when we get it to him and he isn't able to score and he kicks it back out, give him an opportunity to repost and go right back to it.
And our guards, when you throw it down the post, don't just stand there. Go left or right. Go to an angle where it's easy for him to pass back out.
Or cut to the basket, especially when they come to this double and triple team here, and they did in the second quarter. All right, so here we go. Musketeers with their starters. Here's Oliver. He drives baseline, pulls up for a little 16-footer on the baseline. No good offensive rebound, Hoffman. He goes out to Burton. Burton with the 16-footer. It's short, rebounded by Cherry. Cherry with it, gives it off to Temple now. Temple on the run. Slows it down now. I'm going to set the offense up. Here comes a little high ball screen. Temple on a drive, kicks it out to Anderson. He's going to let three go. He got it.
Little driving kick by J.T. Evans. That's better offense.
So here comes the Dragons. Wheeler with it. Now he goes to Dagger. He lets three go. Not an ugly shot, but it goes in.
That first one he took from about 25 in the first half looked ugly, but he's knocked down the last two.
Here's Temple. He gives it and throws it away. Oh,
sure.
With a little 2-2-1, three-quarter court trap there and got the Musketeers. So here comes Dragons now, holding that 6-point lead, 31-25 as we're down to 7 minutes to go in the third. Here's Oliver on a drive, push off, no call. Gives it off to Burton. Burton comes to the top with off the dribble, looks to drive, kicks it down. Here's Wheeler. He drives, little back door to number 10, Dagger. Dagger here with the big second half already. Yep. So it's 33-25. Here comes the Musketeers. Goes to Anderson. Anderson back to Temple. Back to Anderson on the right wing. Goes back to Temple. He looks. Nothing there. Goes back to Anderson.
Standing around right
He's
now.
going to let three more go. No good. Rebounded by Temple. Temple looks. Goes into Cherry. Got it. Here comes Dagger now. He's up the right side. 33-27. Dragon lead. Goes to Wheeler. Goes to Oliver down on the left side. Goes down to the corner to Burton. Burton comes off the ball screen. Drives hard to the middle. No call. Got it. I mean, that's got to be a block, a charge.
He's hurt, yeah. Either one. I mean, if he's not in position, it's got to be a block. He did lower his shoulder and run him over.
Yeah. I think he hit his funny bone or something there, but we'll see how he is. Holding his wrist a little bit.
Still in the game.
Still in the ball game. You're going to have to take him out on the stretcher, I believe.
Yeah, he ain't going out.
So here's Temple with it. He looks, fakes, little 12-footer, no good. Rebounded by Oliver. Throws it up to Dagger. He's had the big second half, little fake, drives it up, lays it in. Musketeers got to take the timeout here, right here. Weatherford, don't let him. Coach Weatherford, let them go. Down 10.
Dagger, I was just looking. He's just a freshman.
He ain't scared to score. No. Here's Temple with it from the left wing from Yancey Edwin. He got it. The big bucket right there. Got to get a stop. He's that. But they're going to drive, deflection. That's going to be, should be off. No, going to say it's off the Musketeers. Going to stay with the Dragon.
We just didn't have our head up. I mean, we didn't get back on defense there.
So Garrison checks in for, I believe that's Davison. He's got 3 fouls in the first half, so see how long he can stay on the floor without picking up his fourth. Musketeers in this kind of a zone, matching up out of it here to start with. They throw it into Oliver. He's going to let it go to the backcourt and pick it up. Comes across the timeline now. Musketeers in this 2-3 zone. Oliver with it. Still dribbling. Over to Dagger. Back to Oliver. He's going to let 3 go. No good. Rebounded by Cherry. Gives it to Temple now. Here comes Temple on his run. Up the right side. Goes to Edwin. Back to Temple. Temple looks. Goes to Anderson. He's going to go inside to Cherry. Back to Anderson. Back to Temple. Temple with the fake. Drives down the lane. They're going to get a foul. He's going to get to go line 2.
And right there, we were talking about going in third quarter here. They got it down to Cherry. He kicked it back out. Now we'll move the ball around. Got KT at the top of key there, and he took it to the basket and drew a foul. So,
and they, talking about Garrett, that's his fourth now. He was on the floor for about 15 seconds. Yeah. So, going to bring us like number 22 Wheeler in for him. Temple's first free throw's good. So, Roberts, Wheeler, and Davison all check in for Hoffman, Burton, and Garrison.
I think that's in there.
Yeah. They go about 8 or 9 deep, Dragons, so, they're running guys in and out. The Musketeers been about 6 deep tonight. Second one rolls in for Temple, cuts it down to a 5-point game, 37-32 with 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Here's Oliver, looks to drive, goes up, no good. Rebounded by Wheeler, goes up, and he's going to get a foul on Cherry.
I mean, got to step on couple foul on Jacob, but I think you got to step on KT there when they're physical when they take the ball at basket.
Yeah, they are. They look for contact. They play through contact. That'll be Jacob's second, team first. Miller with his first free throw, and it's good. With this team, you don't want to have to foul late. They've knocked down their free throws to this point. Right. Second one by Wheeler is up and good. Here's the Musketeers. Now they're back to that full court press. Gets it into Batt. Batt back to Edwin now. Goes over to Anderson. Anderson looks back to Edwin. Batt across the timeline. Over to Anderson. Anderson back to Edwin now. Goes inside to Cherry. Cherry going to go up, fall away. Looks like it was partially blocked. There's a throw ahead, and they're going to throw it away. Going to go back to the Musketeers.
And another thing we need to take our time on the offense when we get the ball down here, they're pressing. But we get the ball way up the point. They're using all kinds of energy to press.
Right.
So let's take our time and get a good basket. Make them work.
So Musketeer ball into Temple now. He looks, goes back to Edwin. Edwin looks, goes back to Temple. He looks, nothing there, goes back to Edwin. Back to Temple now as he comes across the timeline up to Batt. Batt looks, gives it to Anderson. Anderson at the top now. Brings it out, going to give it over to Temple. Temple with it. Going to get a ball screen here. Nothing there. He's going to pull a deep three. No good. They're going to be out of bounds off the top of the...
I'd like to know what our shooting. It's not very good tonight.
Well, I think we've shot as many threes as we have inside the three-point line at this point. Here comes Oliver for the Dragons with a 7-point lead. Musketeers man-to-man, Temple on him. Goes over to Roberts. He's going to let three go. Rattles in and out. Rebounded. Battle for Oliver, and he got it. I don't know if I agree with that. If you're out of bounds, you can come right back in and touch it like that.
No, you got to get your 2 feet. Touch the ball.
So here's Edwin. Goes to Anderson. Back to Edwin. Back to Anderson now. Up to Batt. Batt looks. Batt drives baseline. Going to give it over to Cherry. Cherry skips it over to Anderson. He's going to let three go. No good. Rebound by Davison. And up to Roberts.
Yeah, at some point we're going to have to figure out that shooting the three tonight ain't working.
9-point contest. Roberts with it. Batt loses it. Now he's over to number 10, Dagger. He's had a big second or third quarter at least. Now Roberts with it. Goes back to Oliver. Oliver looks to drive. Picks it up. Goes back to Dagger. Dagger on the drive. Looks. Got it. Well, reverse layup.
That was a good move. And, they're doing a good job of spreading it out, making the ball in the basket.
So here's Edwin with it now. Looks. Goes to Anderson. It's Temple now. Temple on the run. 10. Goes up through contact. No good. Rebound by Roberts. Here's Robert on the run now. Roberts down the right side. Crosses over Anderson. Batt loses it. Picked back up by Davison. Davison drives baseline. Bounces off the Wheeler. And it's blocked by Cherry. Here comes Yancey after he picks it up. Yancey, a little side step, throws it up with the left hand. Somehow gets it to go.
The wild shot.
43-34. Musketeers trail. Here's Robert. Come down. Pull up. Got it. 46-34. There's a throw to Batt. Batt on the run. Throws it up to Cherry. Cherry grabs it. Goes up. No good. Gets his own rebound and lays it back in. 46-36. There's Stagger. Down the way. Lays it in.
They're playing like they want to play right now.
There's a timeout. Full timeout by Coach Weatherford. So we'll step away and hear a word from one of our sponsors. This is Musketeer basketball being brought to you by WSLM Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
Sullivan Feed Mill is proud to support the radio broadcast of the Eastern Musketeers this season. And when you need feed or other supplies for your farm, stop in at Sullivan Feed Mill in downtown Pekin and see their selection today. From hay feeders to fence posts, wire and insulators, and lots more, even for those hard to buy for on your Christmas list. They've got burn apparel jackets, bibs, and lined hats. You'll find winter feed mixes for all animals to give them the nutrients during the winter, as well as creep feeders and creep gates to feed up your pasture calves through the winter. You'll also find fresh farm eggs at Sullivan's in Pekin. Stop in today in downtown Pekin and see Junior and Yvonne at Sullivan Feed Mill, or call 812-967-3472 and find them on Facebook.
All right, welcome back here to Cedar Creek High School as the Musketeers find themselves down 48-36 with 1:41 to go in the third period. On the floor for the Dragons, it'll be Henderson, Burton, Dagger, Davison, and Hoffman. For the Musketeers, it'll be Edwin, Temple, Gibson, Perry, and Cherry. Throws it up to Cherry. Cherry with it now. Going to hand it off to Gibson. Edwin with it now. Going to set the offense up. Looks. Up in there. Goes to Cherry on the base on the sideline. Little 15-footer. Got it. Here comes Davison up to Dagger now. 10-point contest. Dagger with it. Looks. Looking inside. Goes to Hoffman. Hoffman looks. Looks for help. Hands it off to Burton. He just cut down the lane. That's what we talked about.
losing track of man.
So here's Edwin. Throws it ahead to Cherry. And it's out of bounds. So here comes Oliver checking in for Dagger. The Dragon basketball looking to add to this 12-point lead.
Slow down here. Obviously, on defense. They're playing faster and not playing well.
So here's Burton with it. Gives it to Oliver. Oliver looks. Kicks it back out to Henderson. Henderson looks to drive. Nothing there. Goes to Davison. Davison back to top of Burton now. Burton looks. Comes off a ball screen. Drives down the left lane. Goes up with a little floater. No good. Rebounded by Temple. We're going to get a foul. And I tell you what, the outside official has called more calls tonight than the guy on the baseline.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you 100%.
So foul being on Hoffman. That'll be his first. Team's second of the half. Here comes Terry now. Looking, gives it to Gibson. Nothing there. Gibson looking for help. Throws it over to Temple. Temple on the drive. Spins the middle. Kicks it back out. And they're going to get an offensive foul on Temple.
I'm not saying he did or didn't, but how many other calls have we had before that they didn't blow the whistle at all?
Yeah, I mean, their drives have been just as physical.
Sure.
So we're down to 25 seconds to go here in the third. Musketeers trailing 50-38. That was Temple's second foul. So, like the Dragons are content to take the final shot of the quarter. Down to 9. Here comes Oliver off the double screen. Going to drive right down the lane. No good. Ball deflected. Picked up. No foul called. Oliver gets it goes. So that'll stretch it out to a 52-38 lead by the Dragons at the end of the third. We'll step away and hear a word from one of our sponsors. This is Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by Wslm Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup, and the crowd is on their feet, and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight, alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWrap. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight, alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D's sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
All right, welcome back here to Silver Creek as we're set for the final period of play. It'll be Musketeer basketball. It'll be Edwin, Gibson, Temple, Perry, and Cherry on the floor. For the Dragons, it'll be Davis and Burton, Hoffman, Dagger, and Oliver. Here comes Temple with it now.
Creek coming out the zone.
Here's Edwin with it. Goes back to Temple now. Back to Edwin. Back to Temple.
I don't blame them for the way we shot the ball.
Oh, I agree. Here's Yancey with it. Perry. Into Temple. Kicks it out to Edwin. Edwin goes down. He's going to lay it in and got it.
Good start.
I mean, they are throwing it up. 2-pointer for goes. No good by Dagger. Ball deflected. Picked up by Temple. Here comes the Musketeers. Down 12.
Doubled.
Yeah, he did. He got away with it. Take it. Throws it into Cherry. Looks, goes to the middle, and rolls it home. 42-52. Musketeers has cut this to a 10-point lead. Here's Dagger with the fake. Drives baseline. Kicks it off. We're going to have a foul, I believe, on Gibson. That'll be third team foul. That'll be Gibson's first. Here comes the Anderson bandit in for Gibson and Terry.
You know, Mikey, I mean, they are still playing fast, but, you know, they don't knock down shots playing fast. That means they're man.
Yeah, I agree. So, here's Davis. Sets the trigger in for the Dragons. Gives it to Oliver. Shots up. No good. Rebounded by Temple. Here comes Temple. Up the right side to Bandit now. Bennett looks, comes back out the Temple. He looks to drive, comes over to Edwin on the left side. Goes down to Terry now. Terry kicks it out to Bennett. We need one for Bennett. Oh, no good. Ball battle forward. Dagger gets it. Here comes the Dragons on the run. Up the floor. Kicks it over to Oliver now. Ball thrown away. Going to be picked up by Edwin. Edwin with it now. On the move. Let's drive. Kicks it out. Nope. Kicks it over to Bennett. One more try. Got it. So we're going to have a timeout here by the Dragons. 52-45. It'll be a full timeout. We'll step away and hear a word from one of our sponsors. This is Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by WSLM Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
Hoop season is back on WSLM. Whether you're listening to local high school girls and boys basketball, IU or Purdue men's basketball, or the Indiana Pacers, you'll need to get dialed in to the WSLM Sports Zone to follow all the action this season. And what better way to enjoy the game on WSLM than to pair it with great food from Papa John's? Go to your Papa John's app to order for pickup or delivery. Call 812-883-3369 or stop in at their location at the corner of Main and Hackberry Street. Either way, stop in for a hot, fresh pizza, breadsticks, wings, or desserts, and a cold drink today. And keep your radio tuned to WSLM for hoops action all season long. And to hear more great specials from your Papa John's in Salem.
All right, welcome back here to Silver Creek as the Musketeers come out here in this final period, which started with a 7-0 run, forcing the Silver Creek timeout as they still trail 52-45 with 6.5 to go in the contest.
Now that, coming into the fourth quarter here and start for Musketeers.
Let's see if the Dragons have had their foot on the gas the whole game. We'll see if they kind of slow it up here now a little bit. Oliver now over to Curtin. He's got 4 fouls checked in. There's the back door, threw it away. It's going to be Musketeer basketball.
I'm like you, Mikey, when you were saying going to break there that like they're a little bit tired. They're definitely making mistakes here.
Here's Bannock. Going to go in, lays it up. They don't want to give the alley-oop to Cherry, so they stayed home, and he gets the layup, cuts it to a 5-point game. Here's Oliver on the drive. Travel, no call, kicks it out to Gurton for 3, and he got it. Can't let that happen.
No, and we didn't need to help there. You got
there's a foul. Sorry. On Oliver now. That'll only be their 13th foul. As long as you say it, Shane.
No, we were helping there, off the guy from the corner. And you really did. You got 6 guy, 11, player in the middle there. You don't need that help.
Right. I agree. Here's Temple with it now. 5:50 go to contest. Here's down 8. Here's Anderson with it now. He's looking. Comes to the top to Bannock. Bannock looks, goes over to Yancey on the right side. Comes to Anderson. He thought about it. Nothing there. Back to Yancey now. Yancey looks, throws it up, and got it.
Good pass by Yancey.
55-49 now. 5.5 to go. Here's the Dragons. Gurton looks to drive baseline. Nothing there. Hoffman gets it, but he's going to be fouled by Edwin. I thought they got away with travel there on the baseline.
Yeah, I agree.
So Hoffman will step the line for 2 free throws. That's Yancey second, team fourth. Hoffman first is up and good.
But we're doing a better job down here on the offensive end.
Yeah, we are.
Good shot. A little more patient, not rushing.
So on the floor for the Dragons, they have Oliver, Garrett, Hoffman, Dagger, and Davis. They're starting 5. Let's hear the same way with their starters. Here's Hoffman's second shot, and it's good. Now checking in for Hoffman is Wheeler. Here's Edwin into Temple. Temple brings up the right side, goes back to Yancey. All stolen. Oliver with it now. Going to drive. Goes up, no good. Ball loose, picked up by Wheeler, and they're going to get Temple with the foul, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
Not a good pass there, but
well, they've got to just throw it up here to the big guy and get it across half court and then get into our set. Right. So that's KT's third, team fifth.
You know, and that's just uncharacteristic. You make a good job of getting the ball.
There's the first free throw missed by Wheeler. He'll have one more. Now, you worked so hard to get this to a 5-point game, and now you kind of let him stretch this back out to 9, 10-point ball game. Second one's up, and he rattled it home.
Yeah.
So 58-49.
Again, it's just come off of not blocking out, bad passes.
Not like that one. Yep. Here's Temple with it. Now he goes to Edlin. Edlin up. Bannon now. Bannon gets it. Drives. Going to kick it out to Terry. He's going to let three go from the corner. He got it. 58-52 with just under 5 to go in the contest. Here's Oliver now. Musketeers still hanging around fighting.
You stop right here.
Here's Oliver. He goes to Dagger now. Anderson on him. He looks to drive down with his left hand. Brings it back out to the top now. Going to get a ball screen. Goes off. Don't use the screen. Drive. Step through and got it.
You know, he's waiting. You know, Dagger, he's played well.
Yes, he is. Up to Bannon now. Bannon on the attack. Goes to Cherry again. He's going to let three more go. No good. Picked up by Oliver. Picked up by Bannon. He goes over to Davidson. Davidson fakes. Goes to Wheeler. Wheeler goes up and lays it in. Back to a 10-point lead. 62-52. Here's Edlin with it now. Goes back to Temple. Temple with it. Goes to Edlin. Get it across the timeline. Now he goes to Anderson. Back to Temple. Temple with it. Looking. Comes off a ball screen. Going to drive down. Kicks out to Edlin. Edlin drives now. Spins back. Goes up. Going to get fouled and they'll go to the line for two. Down to 3:49 to go in the contest. 62-52. Musketeers trail.
So we need to knock down to here. It's a 10-point game, so that gets 8. We're going to have to start playing some defense.
Yeah.
Sessions are getting, you know, less and less here.
So Yancey will step the line. He'll have 2 free throws. Eyes the first one. It's up and good. Gibson checks in for Anderson. Roberts checks in for Dagger, and Garrison checks out, and Burton checks in for him.
Got a little quicker squad on.
Second one by Edlin is up and rattles in. We're going to have a full timeout by Coach Weatherford. We'll step away and hear a word from one of our sponsors. This is Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by WSLM Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
The Shack is back. That's right. The Shackaroni Pizza is back at Papa John's in Salem. Not only will you be getting an extra-large pizza designed by Shack, but you'll be helping others. Feed a Shack-sized family with the Shackaroni. Get 8 foldable Shack-sized slices loaded with extra cheese and extra pepperoni on each extra-large slice for $13.99. For each Shackaroni sold between October 17th and December 24th, 2022, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Canadian Food Rescue Program's Second Harvest. Every dollar will supply 2 or more meals to people in need. Call 812-883-3369 today to place your delivery or carry out orders. Or use the Papa John's app to start earning Papa Rewards. Better pizza, better ingredients. Papa John's.
All right, welcome back here to Silver Creek as the Musketeers trail by 8. 3:49 to go in the contest. Real quick, just to give you a little update around Musketeer Nation. Boys will be back in action tomorrow night at home against Austin. We will not be covering that game. So you want to catch it live, or you'll see it live on TV. So Lady Musketeers coming off 2 games this week, going 1-1, beating the Lady Bulldogs in New Albany Tuesday night and losing to the Panthers last night. So back to action here. Here's Oliver on the left side with the dribble now. Goes to Burton. Goes to Roberts now. Roberts looks to drive. Comes off screen. It's a bit of a ball screen lead by action here at the top. Just trying to get, a layup, I believe. Sure. Burton with it. He bounced and shot it. Thought better of it. Brought it back out. Now he's going to drive down the lane. Kicks it to Wheeler. His cuts. Nice play.
Good offense there,
Yep.
Broke us down.
Stretches it back to a 10-point lead. There's Gibson. He's going to be fouled by Burton. That'll be the team's fifth.
Foul there. But, you know, just did a very good job on defensive end there. You know, they kind of weaved like you were saying, and then kind of lost the defense or our guy to the basket. Jacob come over to help, and they got off his man.
Here's Edlin now. He then to Anderson. Anderson back to Temple. Got to start going now. Temple with it. Goes to Bannon. He's going to let three go. He got it.
Good shot there.
Down to a 7-point lead. Here comes Oliver now. He's going to give it to Roberts. He's going to let three go. He got it.
I don't know if that's a shot that they wanted or not, but he knocked it down.
So here's Temple now. Can't afford to trade baskets. We got to get stops. Back to Edlin. Edlin thought about it, gives it to Temple. Goes back to Anderson now. Back to Temple. To Edlin. Edlin looking. Gives it over to Anderson. He shot fake, steps back for three. He got it.
Good shot. We got to get a stop right here.
So back down to a 7-point game. 2:20 to go. Roberts thought about a deep three. Gets better. Gets back to him now. He's going to let it go again. No good. Rebound by Cherry. Musketeers got to be in a little bit of a hurry now.
Silver Creek coach didn't like that shot.
Now back to Temple now. Temple looking. Temple's going to let three go from the top. It's no good.
We got to crash the boards. You know, there's no time to worry about getting on back on defense.
We're down to under 2 minutes to go now. Here's Oliver. Directed traffic. Goes to Burton now. Going to skip it. Ball is picked up by Roberts. Kicks it over to Wheeler for two.
Yeah.
Jacob's got to be more effective down there.
Yeah, he does. He went for the steal there to get it.
Here's Anderson with it now. Gives it to Edlin. 9-point contest with 1:30 to go. Musketeers back to Anderson now. Got to do something here. Goes to Bandit. Back to Anderson now. Everybody's standing around the 3-point line. There's Edlin, pulls up for a 17-footer. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Dragons basketball. Hoffman, Dagger, and Garrett to check in for Wheeler, Roberts, and Davidson.
Not very aggressive on that possession at all.
No. So, Gibson checks in for Anderson for the Musketeers. Musketeers now going to go to a full court press with a 1:20 to go in the contest. Down 9. Here comes Dagger. He's up ahead to Garrett. Back to Dagger. Musketeers got to get something going here. Ball moving around by the Dragons as they're content to hold it. Here's Burton with it at the top. There's going to be a foul on Bennett. We're down to 1:04 to go in the contest. 69-60. You know, I think we're going to have a timeout here by Coach Weatherford. It'll be another full timeout, so we'll step away and hear a word from our sponsors. This is Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by WSLM Radio out of Salem.
Sullivan Feed Mill is proud to support the radio broadcast of the Eastern Musketeers this season. And when you need feed or other supplies for your farm, stop in at Sullivan Feed Mill in downtown Pekin and see their selection today. From hay feeders to fence posts, wire and insulators, and lots more, even for those hard to buy for on your Christmas list. They've got burn apparel jackets, bibs, and lined hats. You'll find winter feed mixes for all animals to give them the nutrients during the winter, as well as creep feeders and creep gates to feed up your pastured calves through the winter. You'll also find fresh farm eggs at Sullivan's in Pekin. Stop in today in downtown Pekin and see Junior and Yvonne at Sullivan Feed Mill, or call 812-967-3472 and find them on Facebook.
All right, welcome back here to Silver Creek High School. We're down to 1:04 to go in the contest. Silver Creek basketball with a 9-point lead, 69-60. Musketeers has got to get a steal or start fouling.
You know, and that's tough. Especially if they knock down my free throw.
Yeah, into Oliver now. Musketeers don't come and get him. He's content to hold it there. Now he goes over to Dagger. He comes across the time line, looking over to Oliver now. Oliver in the middle of Davis. Kicks it out, back up to Dagger now. Goes over to Oliver. Back to Dagger.
I think it's a foul now.
Now they're going to foul Dagger as Cherry's going to get him. That's only going to be, that'll sit in the line for 1-1. Musketeers 17 foul. That'll be the third on Cherry as Anderson checks in for Gibson now. Going a little offense, defense. we let them run off about 17 seconds right there.
Yeah, I would try to handle. I'm sure we won't get a steal right out of the inbounds. I think we pressure get out now.
Yeah, I agree. So here's Gert. This first one's up. It's good. So that makes it a 10-point ball game. You'll have a chance to stretch this out to 11-point lead. Second one's up and good.
I think they work on free throws in practice.
Yeah, they work on a lot of shooting in practice. Looks like. Here comes Temple on the move. Drives, kicks it out to Anderson. Back to Edlin. Edlin looks. Steps back three from the top. No good. Rebounded by Oliver. I believe that's going to be your ball game. There's Gert with it, and he's going to be fouled by Temple. He'll have a chance to go back to the line and add to this lead for the Dragons.
There's just happening. Like we've had spurts of minutes here and there where we played pretty good.
Yeah, I think the difference in your ball game is you go back to that second time out about midway through the second quarter, 3 minutes to go, whatever it was, and he started shooting the three. No good. Rebound by Cherry. Here comes Edwin now, down to 25. Pulls up for a three. No good. Ball deflected. Rebounded by Oliver. That's going to be your ball game, I believe. But, going back to that point is we got in a hurry offensively, turned the basketball over during that stretch and allowed them to, end the half on a
We did, yep.
So they're going to run out the clock as the final is going to be 71-60 here at Silver Creek as the Musketeers' winning streak will come to an end as that'll move the Musketeers to 9-2. They'll be back in action tomorrow night at home against Austin, another conference ball game. This conference is loaded. I mean, year in, year out, Shane. I mean, there's no easy give me. That'll move the Musketeers to 0-2 in the conference. And, you've got Austin tomorrow night. You've got North Harrison. You got to go to Brownstown at the end of the season. I mean, it's going to be you got Court, and it's towards the end of the season. I mean, it's going to be an uphill battle for these guys in the conference.
It is, It's a tough conference every year. You're always going to have 2 or 3, at least, good teams, in our conference. And, you go on the road in the Minnesota Conference. You usually have a battle. And, we're 0-2 in the conference, but, you need to kind of learn from a game like this. You got to show up and play every night. Even though Silver Creek may be down from what they were last year or 2 years ago when they won state, they're a pretty solid team. They come out and play hard.
They are. And, they are a team that's tough to defend because they put shooters, basically in 5 spots besides with offensive ball game.
Right.
Guys that can drive, shoot it. And they're going to pressure you the whole night if it's full court, 3/4 court, whatever. And, it's being undersized in a lot of positions tonight. They're physical. They get after it. So
they definitely play bigger than what their size is.
I think they came into this game tonight with about a 500 record. And if you look, they play a tough schedule now. They're playing a lot of 4A schools and played a lot of good competition here early. Just going to make them battle tested as they get into postseason. But congratulations to them coming out of here with a 71-60 win. As the Musketeers, kind of faltered some opportunities to get back in this ball game. Couldn't get the stops when they needed to, but they'll have an opportunity to short turnaround, be back in action tomorrow night. And like I said, hopefully we won't be able to broadcast that tomorrow night, but if you're able, get out and watch the Musketeers at home, and then they'll be back in action. Will be our girls Tuesday night as they travel to Charlestown, and then a makeup game with Columbus East right before Christmas or right around Christmas. That will be Thursday night as well at home for the Lady Musketeers. So either team's got got any gifties coming up this month or stuff on both teams.
You get into January and February, you have a lot of tough games.
Yeah.
Either the conference schedule and but the good thing about this time of year is when you have a night like this where maybe you play as well as you wanted to, usually the next night, Saturday, you got a game to turn around and make a difference.
Right.
The way you play tonight.
Yeah. So boys, get home, get some rest, and get ready to go tomorrow night. Hopefully get a good crowd out there tomorrow night to support these guys. Musketeers fall 71-60, moving their record to 9-2, stopping the 8-game winning streak. So, Shane, if you don't have anything else, I'll send it back to the station. I appreciate you stepping in for Wes.
No problem.
Once again, Musketeers fall 71-60, and this is for Shane and Mikie. Sending it back to the station. Good evening, and God bless.